Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yandan with Evening News. The headlines. Nagaland Chief Secretary J. Alam reviews functioning of higher education and technical education departments. Tikhir tribe celebrates Tribe Recognition Day at Kiusam Headquarters. World Autism Day celebrated in Kohima with State Commissioner for Persons with Disabilities Diethono Nakhro. And State Immunization Officer Dr. Ritu Thurr urges candidates eligible for COVID-19 vaccination to get vaccinated. Now the news in detail. Nagaland Chief Secretary J. Alam today held departmental review meetings with the Department of Higher Education and Department of Technical Education. During the meeting, Chief Secretary J. Alam reviewed the departmental functioning, programs and problems faced. The meeting also discussed plans for better functioning of the state government machinery. Alam said people expect the two departments to come up with new innovative ideas. He asked the departments to bring positive change in the education system in the state. The Chief Secretary said that a National Education Policy 2020 should be properly understood and called for its successful implementation in the state. Technical Education Department informed that there are 7 functioning polytechnics in the state with an enrollment of 742 students during 2021-22 availing various courses in technical and vocational education and training. Technical Education Department informed that it has successfully selected and nominated candidates to study medical and allied courses, engineering and agri and allied courses purely on merit basis through NEET, JEE Mains and NSEE. Higher Education Department said there are 15 government colleges in Nagaland producing around 7,000 graduates every year. It was highlighted that a choice-based credit system will be introduced from the next academic session onwards. The department also informed that a concept note on implementation of the National Education Policy 2020 has been prepared and submitted to the Ministry of Education. Tikhir Tribe Recognition Day was celebrated today at Kiusam Headquarters. Nagaland Chief Minister Nipirio has assured full cooperation and support in achieving the ambitions and aspirations of Tikhir tribe. Taking to Twitter, Rio also expressed immense joy and heartfelt wishes to the Tikhir community on being accorded the status of a separate Naga tribe. World Autism Day was celebrated at Joe Foundation Inclusive School Kohima today with State Commissioner for Persons with Disabilities Diethono Nakhro as the guest speaker. The State Commissioner in her speech said this year's theme for World Autism Awareness Day, Inclusive Quality Education for All, was chosen to draw attention to the disruption of education, especially for autistic children due to the pandemic. She appreciated the inclusive school for providing quality education to the children despite numerous constraints. Nakhro said that it was fortunate that now conversations on disability in various sectors are taking place. She said lack of awareness in society has created a taboo on disability. Nakhro maintained that awareness is not enough and the goal is autism acceptance. Chairman of the Joe Foundation Inclusive School, Daniel Tong Solo said, autism is a disorder that hampers communication and social skills. He said early intervention is essential for providing support to autistic people. Joe Foundation Inclusive School is looking after 34 special needs children with autism, Down syndrome, intellectual learning disability, speech and hearing impaired, locomotor disability and dwarfism. The celebration witnessed Kung Fu demo and colorful rainbow display by Joe Foundation students, special presentation by St. Joseph's College, Chakama, and speech on journey of an affected parent by Vincent Belho. Nagaland State Immunization Officer Dr. Ritu Thurr has urged all who are eligible for COVID-19 vaccination to come forward and get vaccinated. Dr. Thurr in a press release said, vaccination is the safest way to bring an end to the COVID-19 pandemic. He called upon all from age 12 years and above who are eligible beneficiaries to get vaccinated with a prescribed COVID vaccine. He said vaccines are a technology that humanity has often relied on in the past to bring down the death toll of infectious diseases. The state immunization officer said that while vaccines are highly effective at preventing hospitalization and death, it takes coordinated efforts to stop a pandemic. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Nagaland Police, in its drive against the menace of drugs and psychotropic substances, has registered 20 cases and arrested 26 persons during the last fortnight. Police informed that a total of 62 house raids were conducted and 2,535 vehicles checked during this period. Further, police seized 3,351 bottles of Indian-made foreign liquor, 71.64 gram of brown sugar, 23 kilograms of ganja, 643 spasmoproxymen capsules, and 270 bottles of cough syrup, among other banned substances. Police said 1.32 pistol, 1.22 pistol, and 1,014 ammunitions were also seized in the last fortnight. Meanwhile, police has appealed to the general public to combat the menace jointly by providing any information to police. Advisor for Social Welfare and Home Guards, Civil Defence and STRF, Noke Wangnau, inaugurated the Saki One-Stop Centre building at Mon. Speaking at the program, Noke congratulated the district administration headed by Mon Deputy Commissioner Thavasalanke for finishing the project at a record time under limited funds. The project was completed within a period of 6 months with a total budget allocation of 48,69,000 rupees. It was informed that the total area of the centre has been increased to more than specified in the ministry's guidelines so as to provide ample space for the victims and the functionaries. Nagaland today reported one fresh COVID-19 positive case from Dimapur, increasing the state's total case detection to 35,477. Meanwhile, the total recovery from the infection has gone up to 33,219, with 2 more recoveries reported today. Current total active case in the state is 15. Advisor to Nagaland Chief Minister Abu Mehta today held meetings with the officials of the U.S. Consul General Kolkata and the Consul General of Germany, Manfred Oster. In the meeting, they discussed building friendships, strengthening bilateral ties, working collaboratively, and creating opportunities. Mehta highlighted the initiatives of Nagaland government in the fields of tourism, arts, culture, music, and sports. Both the U.S. Consulate and the German Consul General expressed positive desire to further enhance collaborations and partnership in the future with Nagaland and the region. Advisor School Education Nagaland K.T. Sukalo, along with students, teachers and department officials, witnessed Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Pariksha Pe Charcha 2022 at Razakre Government Higher Secondary School, Kohima. The program held yesterday was also joined by Commissioner and Secretary School Education NSCERT Kevileno Angami, Mission Director of Samagra Shiksha Temsenaro Aya, Director School Education Vontungo Tsopoy, NPSC Chairman Asano Sekose, Additional Director and School Education Razosei Vese. Necessary arrangements were made in schools functioning across the state for students of classes 6 and above to view the telecast. District Disaster Management Authority DDMA Noklak, in collaboration with 12th Battalion National Disaster Response Force NDRF team, today conducted a mock drill exercise at Noklak Headquarters under the chairmanship of Deputy Commissioner and Chairman DDMA Noklak Hiazu Meru. During the mock drill exercise, the scenario of an earthquake of magnitude 7.9 on the Richter scale was enacted. The rescue operation was displayed by NTRF Kohima team, while the responsible officer, Incident Commander, Operations Sector, Planning Section and Logistics Section communicated with each other to take stock of the situation. And now to end the news, here are the main points again. Nagaland Chief Secretary J. Alam reviews functioning of higher education and technical education departments. Tikhir tribe celebrates Tribe Recognition Day at Kiusam Headquarters. World Autism Day celebrated in Kohima with State Commissioner for Persons with Disabilities, Diethono Nakhro. And State Immunization Officer Dr. Ritu Thurr urges candidates eligible for COVID-19 vaccination to get vaccinated. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.